This 4K might be the most beautifulest horror movie I've ever seen. With black levels so deep, your TV black bars will practically vanish. This Lionsgate exclusive takes Second Sight's legendary transfer and puts it in one of the nicest SteelBooks of the year. And today, I'm breaking it all down for you. We're going to cover the resolution of this 2K intermediate, the HDR, the black levels, and I'm going to tell you why I probably would recommend this just about anybody. First off, this isn't a brand new transfer. It's actually the exact one from Second Sight's boutique release in the UK, and that's okay. Second Sight absolutely nailed this restoration when it first came out, and I think Lionsgate did the smartest thing by not actually touching it. I honestly don't think Lionsgate could have done a better job than Second Sight. Let's start with the star of this disc, which is the black levels. Horror thrives in dark, shadowy environments, and this movie is a masterclass on how to do that without crushing your blacks. The beach scene right from the first victim, you get a haunting shot of her sitting with the ocean behind her. It's nighttime, but instead of washed out grays, you get pure inky darkness that swallows the frame. The black bars at the top and bottom blend perfectly into the scene. When Jay is introduced to the curse for the very first time, we are also introduced to some really good black levels. First off, this leather jacket. I quickly noticed just how deep and dark these black levels are. You can see the texture in the jacket while the background stays pitch black. The parking garage deck is just filled with all sorts of shadows and black levels that really pop on your screen. Interior shots, like inside the house, you can clearly make out objects in the shadows. Photos, kitchen items, furniture, they are all rendered with sharp contrast. In lesser transfers, these areas would turn into mush, but here they're crisp without losing any atmosphere. This movie right here is a 2K intermediate, but if someone came up to me and told me this was a 4K intermediate, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. This movie was shot digitally, so that plays a really big factor on just how sharp this movie actually is. You get insane detail on skin, pores, wrinkles, and even textures of fingernails. You can see scuffs on furniture and small imperfections that give the film texture. This is a digitally shot film, so grain is not an issue in here at all. There's actually no grain in the image whatsoever, even in the dark scenes. It's the kind of clarity that makes you just lean in to take in all the small details. Color-wise, the palette stays true to the film's original look, natural tones with just enough saturation to give it life without overshooting. Skin tones are accurate, the greens in the outdoor scenes look healthy but not cartoonish, and the highlights have that extra HDR sparkle. Bright outdoor shots like daylight exteriors have controlled realistic brightness while still popping in a way SDR can't quite match. The Atmos track hits exactly where it should. Dialogue is clean, ambient effects are subtle, and the score? Oh man, the score. Those synth-heavy chords have a real weight in the low end. When the tension ramps up, the bass response rattles from the room without drowning out other elements. I wouldn't call the surround activity reference level, but the front soundstage and the sub bass are easily good enough to impress. Now let's talk about this SteelBook. On the front, you've got Jay with the handprint on her shoulder. Minimalistic, stylish, and perfectly fitting for the movie's tone. Flip it over and you get the pool scene after the final confrontation. Inside, the broken leg beach shot takes center stage, and the disc art shows the creature on the roof. All these shots tying into very iconic moments from the movie. The glossy finish on these SteelBooks make the colors pop, and the silhouetted face detail on the back is just a chef's kiss. This is easily one of my favorite Lionsgate exclusives of the year. Special features here are surprisingly robust, all carried over from the Second Sight release. Multiple commentaries, interviews, and behind-the-scene pieces. The standout is a 45-minute interview with the production designer, which is full of insight into set design, collaboration with the director, and hidden details in the film. Too often do companies drop their collector SteelBooks without really giving them really good special features, but not this one. Every single special feature feels like it's part of a documentary about the film. The It Follows Lionsgate exclusive gets a 9 out of 10 for me. Stunning black levels, sharp detail, excellent packaging. I can highly recommend it. This is probably one of the best horror atmospheric movies that I have in my collection now.